coaches and course creators. If you're feeling stuck with coming up with content ideas or you're just tired of writing them entirely, don't worry, I got you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to unlock limitless content ideas using Chat GPT. But we're going to do it in a twist, in a way that sounds not robotic, it's actually personal to you. All right, let's skip the BS and just dive in. The first thing that we're going to touch on is your origin story. Now, we went over this in another video, so we're going to do a quick recap on this one. Their origin story is basically your personal journey narrated in a way to lead your audience from where you started to where you are. And it helps you connect with your audience in a way that deeply resonates with them so that you can create not only, people who want to follow you, but they're super fans and they actually want to buy with you. So first thing we're going to do is write your origin story, your point A, where you were 2 to 3 years ago, the undesirable situation, to point B, the desired situation, the goal, what everybody wants. And as you're looking at it, point A, you're listing out your internal struggles, your external struggles. You're looking at, the background where you found yourself at, the skills or knowledge gap, the desires, the passion that you had, the attempts and setbacks, anything that was an internal struggle of feeling inadequate, feeling your own personal insecurities, or external struggles if you're dealing with struggles financially, or you're dealing with heart issues because you were, high stress, high strung. Okay, that's your point A. Now we're going to list out your midpoint, the transformational moment where everything pretty much changed for you and was put into perspective. And that's kind of the moment where you had a realization that it doesn't have to be the way it is right now, that things can change. What was that moment? Where were you? And list out, once you had that transformation moment, who is the guide who helped you along your way? Was it a business mentor? Was it a spiritual mentor? Who was that? And then what was the spark that happened in that moment where you realized that things were actually different, things were actually possible? All right. After that, you're going to write out your desired situation, where your audience is looking to be, where you ended up at. Did you reach $1 million of revenue? Did you reach spiritual enlightenment? Did you lose 50 pounds and implement healthy lifestyle habits? And then write down like the new feelings of state, the knowledge and skills that you've gained. So after you finish that, we're going to go into your digital neighborhood. I like using digital neighborhood. It reminds me of, again, like comic books like Spider-Man. I'm your friendly neighborhood spider. In your digital neighborhood, your niche, you're pretty much listing off what your offers are, who you are, and then who your target audience is. And remember, you want to stay to the end of this video because everything that we're using right now is going to drastically cut the time down that you're doing when it comes to generating content ideas. You're going to do one bulk load of this. And then after that, you can reuse this information over and over and over again to come up with endless content ideas. So you're looking at who you are, what's your niche, what's your big promise. And now we're looking at what are you good at. It doesn't have to be only business related. It could be, skills related. What would your family say that you're good at? What would your spouse say that you're good at? What would your kids say you're good at? Friends, anything along those lines. Now, the next one is, what do you wish you had known 2 to 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that you could help people with now? Remember, when you're looking at your personal brand, the person that majority of the time talking to is a younger version of you. So you want to be that extended hand to them so you can help them get to where you are now. Looking those out and write down quick lessons. And, as you're writing these out, I just want to preface it. It may seem like a lot of questions. You don't have to go, you can go as in-depth as you want to, okay? As in-depth as you want to. It could be 1 sentence, it could be 5 sentences. It's up to you. I've done bullet points. Then you're gonna look at, what do you enjoy? So do you work out? Do you like cooking? Do you like reading? What do you enjoy to do? List that out right here. Moving on to target audience, looking at their current and desired situation. Again, bullet pointing and writing sentences here. And then you're asking questions. How do they spend their week? What do they care about? What is their current financial situation? What's stopping them from achieving their desired situation? What are the specific problems they're facing? What are they angry about? Or who are they angry at? What have they tried that has failed? And then we're looking at, outside of their psychographics, what are you looking to provide them with? Like, how would they feel clicking on one of your videos? Do they feel peace as soon as they step onto your video? Do they feel motivated to take on the day? Do they feel inspired to go hit a workout? Like, what are they feeling when they click on your video? Bottom line, try to keep a frame of the overall vibe you want your videos to give. And then what are they left with after watching it? And this could be tangible. It could also just be kind of practical. Like tangible, are you giving away downloadable products? Are you leaving them inspired? You know, what are they left with after watching your video? And then what things would make them come back or follow for more? So that's the one that's a deep question. Like why should they follow you? Are you teaching them how to create their offers so they can become millionaires? Are you teaching them how to lose weight in less time? What's your unique mechanisms that make them want to come back and follow you for more? Now, before we move on to the next part, I just want to give you a practical of time, because I know this may look like a lot of questions. Your offers, you should already know your offers. That should take you about 2 minutes to do. The who am I and the target audience, you could spend about 15 minutes each on them. Set a timer, 15 minutes. If this saves you 2 hours every single time you have to come up with ideas, it's worth 30 minutes for one time. Right? Next step is your 3-step content generation GPT prompts. So ChatGPT 1, can you please study this information below for your next task? Copy this and then paste in ChatGPT. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like and use my prompts. So copy this, going to ChatGPT, and make sure you're using ChatGPT 4. Pay for the subscription. It's so worth it. And post it right here, and then shift enter, and then copy all your information. So I'm gonna grab mine. We're starting with grabbing my point A to point B story, paste. And then I'm going to grab my digital neighborhood, paste. I want to pay attention to what I have right here. I'm saying, can you please study this information below for your next task? I'm being completely clear with ChatGPT, with chat, that this information does not deem a response, so it doesn't give me a splurb of information. I'm also going to include my name right here. My name is Lorian, and I am the founder, and then click enter. Oh, look at that. Your wife is quite inspiring. Okay. After that, we're going to go to step 2 in the ChatGPT prompt. Using the information above, please answer these key questions. And this is just a shortened version of the niche document that we already have. Okay, pasting that. Yeah, if you're reading some of this and you're feeling like that, like this does a great job. This process makes it so much better. Now, the magic is going to be in this next part of what I'll show you. Check this out. So specific problems: inconsistent and inefficient with content generation, overwhelmed with the content creation process, lack of proactive content strategy. It gives a, like, this is so much better than what I could have written. Here's where the magic comes in, where you're able to come with endless content generation ideas, the secret sauce. All right, so we did ChatGPT 1, GPT 2. Give me 35 short form content ideas that touch on, and I'm gonna use, I have this a blank right here. You can use pain point and challenges. You can use tactical advice. Insert blank of what you want to be right there. It could be authority building content. Like, you could rephrase it a little bit. It doesn't have to be specifically this. Of my niche, and also provide engaging and captivating hooks and a question an interviewer can ask me to prep me to give an answer. Right in this format: hook, content idea, interview question. And with this, you can have anybody in your house ask you the interview question, and then all you gotta do is answer and stay in your zone of genius and just answer. Like, you get to be the expert. Sometimes it's harder to come up with a script. I know a lot of people work really well off of like being asked something and giving the answer, but trying to come up with something on your own can be extremely difficult sometimes. Makes it so much easier, and it makes it feel more interactive. You're able to give a raw answer. So we're going to copy this, paste inside ChatGPT, and I'm going to remove the blank pain point challenges of my niche, and let's see what it does. And then I can do tactical advice next. It stopped at 20 questions. I'm not gonna hit continue generating. I just want us to look at a few of these so you can see like the power of using this to come up with endless content ideas. Let's look at number 9. Want to know the secret to viral content? Boom, banger right there. And you can have someone ask you, what are the essential ingredients for creating viral content? You already have the hook. Want to know the secret to viral content? Lead it out with what you're gonna do. Easy sauce. Or what's another one? We can look at, hey, is your editing process draining your budget? What are some budget-friendly editing solutions you recommend? Like, this is like some dope fire stuff. And you saw, like, and we could keep coming up with this, and we could give it different prompts of what to include so that the questions change up every single time. All right. Now, this process is not exhaustive, but is a step-by-step version to help you get like off on the right foot so you can come up with endless content ideas. You may not have somebody who can ask you or prompt you with these questions so they can draw the information out of you so you can stay as an expert. So with that being said, if you're looking to work with a team of creative professionals who can help draw that information out of you and really build your personal brand to turn strangers into raving clients and super fans, then schedule a call with our team by clicking the link below and we'd be happy to help you out.